to AZ Cactus Tech. Today we got the new HK CC9 subcompact pistol, and we're going to do a quick unboxing for you before we take it out to the range. So right off the bat, I think one thing that everyone will notice is HK has discovered marketing and maybe some branding. Again, typically whenever you buy an HK product, it comes in the most nondescript sort of pistol case that there is, and that's okay as long as the product works. But it's always good to build a little bit of brand. And as I understand it, this is the first product designed and manufactured in America by HK, and it is a sign of things to come. There are a lot of fantastic HK products that we all know and love, but the majority, if not all those products, sort of came or had their genesis in a HK military or law enforcement contract. Hasn't really been any focus on the consumer market except in trying to consumerize those products, import them in from Germany, or do some assembly, maybe some light manufacturing here in the US, but primarily the US has been more of a distributor for the motherland and not necessarily an innovator or a manufacturer of products designed here for this particular market in North America. So this is really the first iteration of that. HK says there are a lot more new products to come. I think it's been over 10 years since the introduction of the VP9, and this is the first product to come out. So I think based on a lot of the feedback that I've seen online, everyone's a little bit disappointed in terms of the look and the feel and this and that. But I think you've got to look at it as we should be having a lot more new products from HK coming in the future. So anyway, I picked this up at my local gun store today, and it is definitely in a nice package, which is cool. Says here on the box, torture tested to NATO AC 225 specifications, full shooting grip for total control, interchangeable back straps, which is sort of an HK original deal here. That's what they're known for. Most concealable HK ever made. I would say that would be true. It's the smallest one, and full concealment with full capacity, 12+1 or 10+1. So let's get into it real quick. Again, sort of a nice box. So gone are the days of those, black or gray pistol boxes. They went to cardboard. But in the cardboard, what you'll find is a relatively nice case, actually pretty good feel to it. There's a little bit of quality to this. It's not super chintzy, which is nice. And I think this is a little more functional than even a pistol case. Most of us take those pistol cases, put them in our closet. So this is a nice sort of bag that you can carry with you to the range and a little bit more functional. We'll go ahead and we'll unzip it. And of course, we've got a manual and things like that. I'll just sort of pull out the pistol, what everyone wants to see. And man, is it small. It is really, really small here. And we will now go in for a closer look. Okay, so starting with the case here, it's almost more of a book style pistol case. So it sort of folds open like a book. And again, quality is not too bad here. Okay, so we've got a manual. There's your operator manual in here. Pretty standard stuff. I guess you get the typical HK sticker. They didn't get a chance to redesign that, but we get the sticker. Let's see what's in here. So okay, so in here you've got your back straps. Everyone's favorite lock that they never use. And it looks like they only give you one sort of back strap here. So that's your choice. And here's the pistol itself. Okay, so right off the bat, I've seen a lot of comments saying, oh, it's like a Taurus. This does not feel like a Taurus. This actually feels really, really good. Exudes some quality. Yep, it is clear. What does it have? Okay, I think you can take these stickers off. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the stickers online. It's not colored like that. You could take these off. This is just to help you determine if it's a 10 round or a 12 round. So it comes basically with a 10 and it comes with a 12. Okay. just trying to see if there's any sort of difference. Yeah, okay, so for me, the 12 rounder definitely feels better. My pinky definitely can wrap around the whole thing there versus the 10, which is a little more flush fit, at least for my grip. But again, overall, there's a nice weight to it. It does not feel like a cheap striker-fired plastic pistol at all. So I would encourage you guys to go to your local gun store, check it out. So I was expecting very plasticky feel, and that's not what I'm getting. I actually feel, it feels like really good quality. Evidently, the slide's definitely got some weight in it. So maybe that's what's adding to the overall feel. The grip for me feels fantastic. Again, I'm not an HK fanboy. I like HK. I like their products. I have a lot of their products, but I'm certainly not a fanboy. I also have a lot of SIG products and others. So I'm just letting you know what I feel. And again, no influencer bullshit here. I paid for this with my own money and just giving you my first impression. So right off the bat, it does feel good. Sights are nice. I like the sight. There's some type of a tritium sight, I think, at the very front there. And again, the mag release feels good. There's a mag release on both sides. So the ambidextrous, we've got a slide release here, slide release on the other side. So interesting ambidextrous capabilities there, or full, rather, I should say, both on the slide release and the mag release. There's a small little pick rail. If you wanted to get a light, I think you'd have to go with something like a TLR 7 sub here if you wanted to get a light on. That must be the mechanism to break it down. And then you have the trigger. So let's just go ahead and check out the trigger here. Okay, there's a lot of take up. Okay, really crisp break. It's a little bit of play when you're going back to the reset, but again, you're back at a very firm wall. So my first impressions with the trigger is I'm surprised. I thought the trigger would be worse. To me, again, for a subcompact striker fired, this trigger feels pretty good. Again, you do have some take up here, but it gets into a solid wall. And then you have that release. Oops. Pretty crisp take up on that. So I don't know. For me, I was expecting worse, to be honest. Pleasantly surprised with the trigger here. Not bad at all. We'll see how it is out on the range. Overall grip, I really like. I like the feel in my hands. Has a nice feel to it overall. And there's an interesting sort of serration right here. I think your thumb can sort of feel that. I don't know. It's not really a ledge, but definitely some sort of a tactile ledge. If I were to, everything's sort of streamlined. There's nothing sticking out, but it's like a tactile. And they also have one on this side too. So definitely your index finger can feel that if you're a right-handed shooter. And if you're left-handed, you can probably, I guess it would be this thumb would be here. So good ambidextrous capabilities the whole way through. So some sort of a tactile, I guess, grip, for lack of a better word, there. Trigger guard seems to have plenty of space in it. So if you do have gloves on, you can get your finger in there okay. The slide definitely feels heavy to me, and the slide release is really tight, feels tight. So I would imagine maybe with a little bit of lube in that and getting some rounds through that might loosen up. But it does feel a little bit tight to me. Let's just see here. Yeah, that is really tight, really tight. So that would be the only thing that I would There we go. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely tight on that slide release, man. So that's going to take some break in. Hopefully it breaks in, he gets a little bit better. But that's my initial feeling on that. Definitely tight. Okay, but all in all, I think the ergos are really, really good on this. Again, I really like the feel and the weight of this. Again, I was expecting very plastic feel, very lightweight in the hand. This actually has some nice balance. So I'm excited to shoot it and see how it sort of reacts out on the range. We'll sort of try this other back strap. Oops, I would imagine with this back strap, it looks to be definitely thicker than what you have here. And so that may adjust if you probably will adjust your trigger pull somewhat if you were to apply that on. But again, for my hands, and I've got small hands, this feels really, really good. If you've got really big hands, again, I don't know that a subcompact would, you would like that anyway. But all in all, pleasantly surprised on this. So excited to get out there and shoot it. So with the initial unboxing, I would say certainly the Americans are here with the nice packaging and sort of the marketing flair. I would say I'm pleasantly surprised. Again, maybe I won't like this thing when it comes to shooting, but pleasantly surprised by the weight and the feel and the balance. It definitely, guys, is not a Taurus. I would definitely go out to your local gun shop, pick it up, see what you think of it. And I know people were like, oh, 10 years we waited for this. Again, I think what's exciting here is that it's the kickoff on HK USA becoming more of a design manufacturing entity versus just a distributor and sort of importer. So I think there's good things to come if some of you feel a little bit let down by this. For me, I wanted to have a subcompact. I was, my everyday carry is a SIG 365 AXG Legion. Beautiful gun, awesome. I carried also a 365 macro for a long, long time. Loved it, but never really went into the SIG 365 subcompact. I was probably going to go that direction, but my initial feeling was I just really liked the macro and the feel that much better. This surprisingly has a really nice weight and feel to it. And at least for me, in my opinion, I was expecting, quite frankly, just a worse trigger. So I think that, I'm not saying this trigger is world or earth shattering by any stretch of the imagination. But I think given the context of the subcompact striker fired, I think this trigger is not bad at all. In fact, it just, sort of surpassed my initial expectations. Again, we'll see how it is out on the range. I'll try to take it out in the next couple of days and grab some footage of that. So with that, I would say I'm pleasantly surprised. I think it's a good start of good things to come from HK USA. We'll see what they come out with. I'm not disappointed. I guess my only disappointment here is I love the paddle release. There is no paddle release here, but given all the complaints from the American market about how much everyone hates paddle releases, they went with a normal mag release. And again, the overall ambidextrous capability in this small little package is pretty solid. So I ordered an optic for it. We'll get that on. It is optics ready. And I'll get that on. We'll get out to the range. We'll get a couple of rounds through it. But all in all, I'd say that's my only disappointment. It fits my hand really well with that 12-round mag. It does come with a 10-round mag too. Yeah, so go check it out. Put it in your hand. Feel it. See what you guys think. Love to hear your comments. All right, with that, thank you very much, and thanks for watching.